report that Americans are among the most stressed out people in the world, and we can actually take steps to eliminate the stress from our lives. Life coach and author Marcedes Fuller is here to help us with some stress-free living. It's good to see you.
Good to see you, Shelly.
This is a perfect time to talk about this because we just finished Fiesta. I feel like it's still the beginning of the year, right?
Absolutely.
But stuff keeps piling up.
It's
so
piling
why are
up.
we so stressed out?
You know, record numbers are showing us that people are stressing out because of a number of different situations. Number one, the busyness of life.
Yep.
It's like a constant shuffle. We have so much going on that we're trying to navigate through, and that causes stress. Then we have finances. That's one of the top reasons why people stress. Job-related stress.
That's a big one.
We have to work because that's how we eat, but then we can't always pick the circumstances that we work within, so that's another one. Then just people are struggling with image right now.
Yeah.
With social media, image and
So
perception.
true.
It's a stressor nowadays that we've never seen in record numbers like we do right now.
So how do we recognize that we're stressed out?
So you have to pay attention to your body. You have to pay attention to your routines and your rituals. And if you start to see too many shifts and inconsistencies in your routines and rituals, I would say pay attention to that. Another thing that I also say pay attention to is if you're getting off schedule, you can't keep up with your schedule, you can't keep up with your demands, pay attention to those things.
Okay.
If you are, if you're starting to enter signs of depression that you've never seen before, just triggers that you've never seen before, and it's starting to happen on a repetitious base, I say pay attention to that because those are signs and indicators that you might be stressing.
All right, so you can fix it. And we do have some viewer questions that we're going to get to. But first, let's go through these tips because these are very important things. Revisit your values, your budgets, and your schedules.
Absolutely. So you have to revisit. I say always track your schedule, track your budgets, because those are some of those places where if you lose track of those things, that can cause stress. Another thing that I say to do is learn what your stressors are. If you're starting to see that something stresses you out, give it limits, give it limitations. So if you see that you're getting stressed, come up with a plan so that if it happens again, you can combat that issue. Another thing that I say to do is it's okay to seek support. It's okay to call life coaches. It's okay to call counselors. It's fine with that because I rather us be proactive than reactive. Another thing I say to do is go outside. It's
Get
springtime.
outside, I know.
Absolutely. It's springtime. We're getting ready to enter summer soon. So enjoy the beauty that nature has to offer. Another thing, use your talents, your likes, your hobbies, those things that really bring you joy. Use those things to actually schedule into your schedule and kind of forget all of the things that are going on that might be stressing you out. So do that. And then I say develop a soundtrack for your life.
Good tip.
Every good movie has a good soundtrack.
So true.
And so if you think about your daily shuffle, you think about work, you think about the places where you have to spend time, have that soundtrack playing in the background that gives you that momentum, that gives you the joy of what you want to feel. And then you'll have that soundtrack.
Great tips. I love that. Okay, let's get specific because we've got some viewers that had some questions for you this morning. From Suzanne, she wants to know, how do you start a new career over 50? Reinventing herself is a challenge, and that's what's stressing her out.
Perception is key. I say to Suzanne, celebrate your accomplishments all the way up to this point and use that to sell yourself. Use everything, not just the career. If you're a mother, use that because a mother is a chief executive officer of her home.
For sure.
You know, if you've had certain things that you've done in the community, use all of that. Don't neglect any of the experiences that life has taught you. Celebrate that, but then use that to brand yourself as that consummate professional.
Great answer. Okay, one more question. Annalisa wants to know how to deal with a job that gives no consideration for family life.
Okay, so what you have to do is go back to your schedule. Look at how you spend all of your time at work and outside of work, and then you have to create new rituals. And then be open in communication with your superiors and your peers that you work with and let them know about your values and have a conversation. Find out what their values are and see if you can make your values meet each other. And see if you can get some more time in. Maybe even bring your kids to work. Show your family off at
I
work
love
if your
that.
job allows for that.
Great information, and here's the deal. Annalisa and Suzanne, perhaps they're going to win this coaching
Hopefully,
session.
yeah.
If you need a little help, you want someone to bounce some ideas off of, call us right now because we have got a giveaway for a 1-hour coaching session for the 4th caller at 470-5144. And by the way, if you want to get started, use the code SALiving at MarcedesFuller.com to take 40% off of books and coaching for the next 7 days. Marcedes Fuller is a motivational speaker and life coach. MarcedesFuller.com, and there's a phone number for you as well.